just so you can see how Union Pacific is stalking with the airport. And I showed you the housing community. They are on the same side of the street that I'm on, and there's no airport over here. So this is the entity. This is psychotic. While they dip very low in the planes, engage in all manner of weird stalking conduct, doing so while they are hovering close to the ground, stalking in the path, and very highly unpersuasive feigning. It's not even acting like it's a landing because there's nothing other than houses back here. So you can see the video that I published today, and I showed you the extensive property. And then I also showed you where 2500, 2900 Terminal Road, Terminals 2 and 4 are located, and they're on the opposite side. With Airport Drive, which is off of Vineyard Avenue, and they're landing here. This is Bonita. Excuse me, this is the shopping plaza. This is the stalker that's behind me, listening, lying in wait to molest. Union Pacific is audible activity while the entity is keeping me under surveillance while I'm in motion traveling. And this is the pacing when they go in opposite directions, psychopathic. 7JCS353. That's P.O.C. There's no airport back here. And I do document the people of the state because I'm being gang stalked as I go by all their venues. They're keeping me under surveillance where they live. And that's exactly how you be prosecuted. Literally a Google map showing all their house numbers as I'm engaged in mass exposure of terrorism in Ontario, California, in the state. All right, this is P.O.C. The entity is sounding train activity, which is amplification in the engineer light. This is the elements of monitoring. It's terrorism. And Union Pacific is going to be federally prosecuted. They're doing so while I'm in motion. The ongoing amplification, the ongoing engineer light, the ongoing stalking by the government, these are indications of surveillance. The entity's main hovering position, by the way, throughout the entirety of their flight. They're doing this at the Ontario Town Square, same elevation. They're not lowering in elevation. And they're also in this same parking lot, hovering over the top of my head at the entrance, where you're not taking off there. You're not landing there. You're stalking. And the ongoing inconsistency regarding what is under no circumstances coming from the terminals regarding a flight in progress, other than you're not doing anything other than maintaining what I've established as surveillance. This is the entity that's going to be committed with this evidence. And so are the people of the state. They're stalking together. Those vehicles are in stride with the planes that are stalking while the entity surrounds with things like train activity. They're all stalking together. They're demons that are monitoring. This is where the Ontario police are engaged in that. And this is what Jason Isaac Fields, Tracy Banks, his wife, okay, this married sex offender, married to a mother figure of mind. There is no divorce. There is no amount of money. There is no federal prosecution. Even when I get justice, I will never be speaking to this predator, okay, who was stealing my bodily fluids at night through these demons who are battering me when I'm in an unconscious state, which demons know because they're monitoring you. This is P.O.C. That ongoing unlawful threat is based on their mental illness, which is proven through the pattern of conduct, stalking. 7HZB305. That's the state. And this is the entity that's engaged in that. It's currently, by the way, 10:18 p.m. This is the disbanding of the Ontario Police Department. The Ontario Police are sharing in the exact same pattern of conduct. They're being disbanded for it. The people of the state are going to prison as you see them engage in criminal summoning with that same agency. They're the ones engaging in what is harassment while they're being documented, having no rights whatsoever. They're psychotic, they're going to be committed, and they're going to prison. And if you dare be an immigrant, you're being deported, happily deported. This is P.O.C. It's currently 10:19 p.m. at the Ontario Village Plaza, where I documented the sun just the other day, 6:40 a.m. and 4:40 p.m. on the same day. This is called stalking with light. And in that environment where no planes are taking off and they're not engaged in a perpetual hovering state, that's stalking. While they're hovering through all the houses, every neighbor, while I walk through the neighborhood, the entity's maintaining that same conduct. They're doing so over Woodside Senior Apartments, where Tracy Banks is residing. Okay, I'm documenting the sound of plane activity in her apartment. The airport's being shut down. These are psychotic stalkers who are murderers. They are a threat, and so are the people of the state. They share in that pattern of conduct. This is P.O.C. The turn signal is light activity. So are the headlights, but the turn signal is light activity. License plate, that's an African-American male. 9 Paul Mary 487. This is P.O.C. That's the state. It's not private citizens. It's 10:20 p.m.